Hi guys, this is Jessica, and I am so excited to have you join us to share your story through the Storymarks event in a couple weeks. We wanted to just help you prepare through the event by walking through this worksheet that came in the attached email of just how to walk through what your story is, the meaning behind your tattoo, and how to connect with the women who are going to be at the event. So if you want to pull that up on your computer or phone, and just walk through it. I'm just gonna kind of share with you guys some helpful tips. So beginning, middle, end. Beginning is just a very brief introduction. So my name's Jessica. I live here in Overland Park with my husband and two sons, and I work as a writer for Stonecroft, who's hosting this organization. So super brief, you don't need to go into a lot of details there. Then you move into describing your tattoo. So I have a tattoo of a peacock, and it is on my upper left arm. People will have been walking around the gallery at this point, so they'll probably say like, oh yeah, I saw a picture of you with a tattoo with a peacock or whatever. So again, super brief, what the tattoo is and the location. Then you're really going to move into the meat of your story, and this should take about 2 to 4 minutes. So I really suggest using this worksheet to write it out and then practice it actually twice in front of a mirror or in front of a friend, just so you can get through the ums and ahs, or realize where you're kind of rambling a little bit, and just work through some of that nervous energy that happens with all of us when we get up in front of people to talk to them. So at this portion, you just want to share, like, why did you get the tattoo? So what was going on in your life when you got it, why you decided to get it, and what it meant to you. So for me, I got the tattoo of a peacock fairly recently, even though I'd been wanting to get it for over 10 years. And over the years, the peacock has become a significant symbol to me of just owning who I am and being comfortable with being myself. And years ago, I was really struggling with kind of being a failure in the work that I was doing, helping to lead college students in discovering faith for themselves. And I just felt like a big hypocrite. Like, if I couldn't do the thing I was encouraging them to do, who did I think I was to kind of show up and try and do that stuff? And so I was really exhausted, and a friend suggested, like, why don't you just come to my house and rest for the day, pray, sleep, do what you need to do. And she had set out some colored pencils and paper. And I was so tired that day. I couldn't pray, I couldn't read my Bible, I couldn't take a walk, nothing. And I just started to draw. And the image that came out was a peacock. And I hadn't seen a peacock, nothing. And after I drew it, I just had this sense that God was affirming to me, like, hey, I love you. I love you just as you are. And you're a peacock. You're brilliant. You're beautiful. Don't hide. Don't be afraid to show who you are in all of the colorfulness of who you are. You're a peacock. You're not a pigeon. So don't hide. And so ever since then, it's really become this symbol of be who you are. And it's fun because friends have texted me images of peacocks, or will be at the zoo and text me a picture. It's been really meaningful. So obviously in this section, share why it is meaningful. And if faith is an important part of your story behind your tattoo, by all means share that. Don't feel like you have to hold back. And if faith isn't a part of the story of your tattoo, that is totally fine. We want you to share from a place of honesty and vulnerability and just being genuine about what that story is. As you move into the end of your story, just kind of share, what does your tattoo mean to you now? So has the meaning changed? Has the meaning deepened? Has it represented a new struggle? So for me, after I drew that peacock, I learned that peacocks were an ancient Christian symbol for resurrection. And it felt like a really cool thing just to say, hey, these areas in my life I feel dead or defeated, God actually can bring them back to life and make something new. And so when I see it every single day, it just reminds me to be myself, to be who God made me to be, and that to let go of my fears in the things that maybe I'm ashamed of or afraid of, and just to be made new every single day. So if I could put the meaning of my tattoo into one word, it would be live out who you are. And I really hope that sharing this story has helped women to feel encouraged just to be who they are, or to find hope that some of the dead places in life really can be made new and resurrected through God. So that's it. Super simple. That took me about 5 minutes. So go ahead and work through this worksheet. Like I mentioned, do it with a friend. There's some presentation tips at the bottom that you can just read through. And when we get together on the 18th, we'll go through those as well. So don't stress so much about the presentation tips. Just take some time to write out your story and begin to feel comfortable sharing it. So we are really excited to see you guys on the 18th, and so thankful that you are part of this event. We know that so many women are just going to be encouraged. Powerful things happen when women share their stories. So thank you so much.